The No-Kill initiative is No-Kill 2020, and it was an initiative that we campaigned on and looked forward to implementing as soon as we took office. What it is we're trying to get to the point where the animals that come into the shelter, we feed them, we house them, and we find a home for them and don't have to euthanize and put them down. Live outcomes are the ultimate goal. There's a lot of steps to increase live outcomes. One of the things is adoptions, and you need to work really hard to be able to place the animals. And it's also an effort to work with the existing animal groups, the Acadiana Animal Aid, the Friends of the Lafayette Animal Shelter, allowing those groups to come in and pull the animals and find homes for them. And when you partner with those organizations, then it makes it possible. We knew we needed to increase adoptions, and so the first thing we set out was to lower the adoption fees. The fees prior to us coming in with the No-Kill initiative were $100. We changed the rates down to $35 for families to adopt. We said if the doors are open, if the shelter's open, then the adoption hours are that. And then we added weekends and second chance Saturdays. And then for the military and the elderly, we allow them to adopt for free. The final step in the process to become no-kill is this trap, neuter, return program. And it has to do with the cats and kittens. And so you have these neighborhood cats, and you may have 4 that roam around the neighborhood and get fed by various homeowners. But the 4 typically becomes 8, becomes 16, becomes 32 in a relatively short period of time. And what happens then is you can never keep up. And so the trap, neuter, return says bring the cats in, trap them, we'll spay, neuter them, we'll ear tip them, microchip them, vaccinate them, and we'll return them back to the neighborhoods. And so the 4 neighborhood cats remains 4 neighborhood cats, and they don't reproduce, and it makes all the difference in the world for the shelter to achieve no-kill status. In 2015, the year before I got into office, we were putting down over 90% of the cats and kittens that came in. And obviously that was just unacceptable. We were putting down over 50% of the dogs and puppies. Just with the policies that we implemented, allowing the pulls, making adoption easier, we were able to improve those numbers significantly. We're at live outcomes of 75% now for cats and 80% for dogs. The workers at the shelter are committed. They love the outcomes that they're seeing, and so we're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to get there, and then we're going to stay there. But it takes a commitment. You have to commit that we're going to feed and shelter these animals until we can find them a home.